And we are live December 18th, 6:32 p.m. Eastern Time. So let's do the usual. Let's take a look at Tesla stock. We are going to take a look at the VIX, stock indices, gold, silver, Bitcoin, Ethereum. But we are also going to take a look briefly if the decision from the Bank of Japan has been rendered. So stay tuned. Let's start with Tesla 483. We closed at 483.37, up $16.11, 3.45% higher than yesterday. Post market, we are up by 55 cents. So let's take a look at what this means in terms of our patterns. So this is where we are. We have a green candle gapping up. So yesterday was a pretty severe day. Things fell down. Now we are recovering a little bit. I cannot help but look at the low of the day right here, right smack on our support. So this is always nice to see. Let me take a look at the 1 hour chart. Maybe this is going to be best. So boom, this is what happened. So gap up in the morning. This is where we opened. We opened at 478. Went as low as 472. And then we closed above 481.74 on the first hour. So nice strong candle. You see it when you see a wick at the bottom, right, like this, and no wick at the top at all. It means that buyers just were running through the sellers for that whole hour, almost that whole hour, but for the latter part of the hour, boom. But then, second hour, things slowed down a little bit. So you see, this is, I'm sorry to say this, this is perfection. This is perfection. 488.70. Isn't it perfection or isn't it perfection? I'm sorry to say this. I'm bragging. I'm sorry to brag. But look at this. This is the high of that. No, this is where the candle closed. Look at how super close to 488.70 we are. This is, if I could make this up, I would make it up like this. Exactly like this. This is what I would do. So this is, it cannot be closer than this. 488.70 is really an important number because we are just hovering very, very close below. So this one right here, the close of the candle is 488.62. This one is 488.62. Our resistance is at 488.70. So we are what? We are 8 cents off on 500 bucks. It's pretty nice. So yeah, cannot break it. We tried to break it and we succeeded. Unfortunately, we succeeded. Unfortunately, because this was a false signal. We closed above 467 yesterday. We closed above that. And boom, we cratered. So this is kind of a false signal. It was not the, it was not the biggest close in the world. Okay, I'm gonna give it that, but it closed above it and came down. At least today, it did not fake it. It did not fake it because it never closed even on the 1 hour. We did not even close above 488.70. So at least Tesla did not make us think it was going to continue higher than 488.70. At least that. So it tried, it tried again, tried, and even tried for the last half hour, tried, and then it kept them. So yeah, so this is where we are. We are still above 467, so that's the good news. So above 467 is still showing us. So this is the 1 hour chart. This is the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, we are seeing these little fights. But overall, if we look at the daily chart. So overall, the gain has still been made. So above 467 is still good. Above 467 is still good because we could not break it before. And now we are there. And for 4 days, we have been staying above it. So the more time we are going to get above 467, the more it is going to be convincing that we are going to stay above. So, yeah, it's still time to buy Tesla. It's still time to buy Tesla on the daily chart because we are still in this, we are still in this buy region. So the buy region, the buy signal was above 467, and we are there. So it's still a valid buy signal. Just like it would have been right here, once we broke this, instead of going fast, because this is not going fast. We have been staying 4 days above 467, so it's not going fast because of this 488.70. So in theory, this 488.70 should be a weaker resistance because we have not touched it as often. It happened only once. And maybe it lasted 5 minutes. Look at this. This is the all-time high. This is the candle that we are talking about right here. This is the high at 488.54. I said I would call it 488.70. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy of that because we are 8 cents off of 70. So this is the all-time high right here ever, all-time high. And if we go on the 5-minute chart, let's see what this all-time high looks like. I'm gonna try to find it. Yeah, look at this. Let me just make this a little bit clearer. So is that it right here? October? No. Let me just find my bearing. Okay, this is right now. Wow. Okay. No. I need to go back a little bit more. Let me just switch. Okay. This is what I want to go. This is where I want to go. I want this on the 5-minute chart to see how long we have been, how long we spent time at that 488.70. So 488.70. I'm sorry. I'm all, my goodness. So TradingView could be staying in the right place instead of moving me back to where we were. So this is October 2025. Oh boy, bear with me. And my Macintosh is working hard. We are going to get there. December, okay, this is where we are. So what I wanted to look at is this. This is the all-time high for you guys. This is the all-time high. Look at this. December 18th last year. December 18th, 2024, 11:45 a.m. 5 minutes. We spent 5 minutes there. 5 minutes. This is the point I'm making is that, and I can make all the points in the world. It's reality bats last. So reality, it's reality that counts. So reality should have been, it was not. It should have been that 488.70 should not have been that big of a resistance. We have been staying under it for 4 days. So this is a little bit disappointing. It should have been, we should have just gone through, but that's not what happened. I don't control reality, unfortunately. So anyway, 4 days above 467, it's not nothing. We are still into our bullish channel, smaller bullish channel right here. We are right smack on it. We are into the big one too, and we are still outside of our congestion zone. We are above it. So, you know, yes, yesterday was a little bit of a kerfuffle, weird thing. We still have momentum on the daily chart. On the 1 hour chart, we have lost momentum. We have lost stochastic over 60, not a big loss. It has been lost a little bit, but you know, nothing too crazy. We are still above 481.74, so Tesla is still strong. Yeah, Tesla is still strong. We have no evidence. We have no evidence that it's not strong. Yesterday was not clear. It came down hard yesterday, down hard to 467. But now today, look at this. It's staying up well. Yes, it has not succeeded. It could succeed tomorrow. It could succeed next week. So nothing's wrong here. Yesterday, we closed below the 21-day moving average. Stochastic was gone. So, you know, we had several indication on the 1 hour chart that things were not starting to look good, but everything has recovered. Maybe this was a coordinated attempt to dump Bitcoin. Who knows? There's some indication of that on X, but today everything is good. Everything is good. So let's take a look at the VIX. So basically, this was pretty much an uneventful day. You know, if we had crossed back above, closed above 488.70, then we would have had a repeat of yesterday, another buy there to continue higher. So it would have been an opportunity to get back in on the daily chart, even though you can still get in on the daily chart above 467, but it was just another step, a further step in. A further buy, but on the 1 hour chart, the buy was when we crossed that 481.74, and then the target was the next resistance at 488.70. So, you know, between 481 and 488, $7. $7 is $7. Nothing to write home to mom about. Let's take a look at the VIX. So VIX, VIX cooling down a little bit today, 0.77. We are at 16. We are lower than our 1739. 1739, which, you know, we stayed below in the past, except yesterday. So yesterday maybe was just a fluke, and the pattern is that we are still below 1739. So this is what this looks like. We are still below that 1739. At the same time, we have a long wick at the bottom right here. So it came down, but not that much down. It was still pushed up a little bit. The best thing would have been that we would have had no wick at the bottom, but still 1686 is not too bad. Let's take a look at the stock indices. So Dow Jones, pretty much a sideways day, still above 21-day moving average, still momentum. We still have a momentum there. SPX, momentum is back for stochastic at least. So maybe this is the low that we had yesterday, and now we are just going to recover. We still have stochastic on the daily chart, so that's nice to see. And we don't have it on the 1 hour chart, so very choppy today. Look at this, very choppy. Look at our reversal indicator. Bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. You know, that's very, very zigzaggy. Look at stochastic right here. Up, down, up, down, up, down. So strange day from that perspective. So it's like nobody wanted to make a decision. And we'll talk about the Bank of Japan. We are going to see, you know, we are at 647 now. So I don't know if that information came out, but we are surely going to take a look if it came out. So maybe people were waiting for this. Right now, SPX is below 68.05. So this is This is the number we need to clear. If we clear that 68.05, this means that we are going higher, possibly back to 6,900. So this would be a nice run. This would be a nice run. You know, a Christmas run. You know, this is the Christmas run. If it happens, if we break this, boom. And you see how perfectly aligned this is. Perfectly aligned. We don't go below, and now we don't go above. Except this one for 1 hour, but we don't go above. So once this is clear, boom. Once this is clear, Christmas rally is there. So this is the number we need to check tomorrow morning. We are going to do that. When you are a member at the Discord level, I do a pre-market, a small pre-market analysis, looking at the VIX, looking at the E-mini, looking at QQQ to see where things are going to open. Tesla, where is it going to open? VIX, where it is at that point in time, because it opens before the whole market. So there's this pre-market analysis that happens on Discord if you want to join, become a YouTube member and then have access to that. Okay, so pretty much undirected, no direction there. QQQ, same thing, except this one, you know, momentum is there for this one, but still 613.27 is the horizontal resistance. Boom. Nasdaq, but see, same thing. So after the move yesterday, people are all waiting to see what's going to happen. People have lost credibility because of yesterday, so things are not really. Yes, it's higher. It gapped up, but people are still undecided. So maybe tomorrow is going to be a little bit more decided. And for Nasdaq, we need to break that 25,195. Russell stayed down. Tried to go higher, but it basically stayed down. So that's it for that. Let me just go, before going to cryptos, let me take a look at this. So here, some information came in this morning. Core inflation rate 2.6. Very nice, 2.6. The forecast was at 2.6, so less inflation. Year over year, 2.7 versus 3, less inflation. So each time we are going to see less inflation, this is adding to the probability that the Fed is going to lower the interest rates even more, or again. Unemployment is climbing, so the Fed does not like that. And the Fed does not like high inflation. And inflation is getting lower, so they could lower the interest rates, you know. So 2.7, this is good. We have the Japanese. I'm going to start following the Japanese inflation rate. So 2.9 was expected. No, sorry. Was actual. The forecast was at 2.9. So boom, this is even Steven. And this is the one. Yeah, it's at 10 o'clock tonight. Thank you. Thank you, bad breaks. You might have bad breaks, but you have good information. So Bank of Japan interest rate decision, 10 o'clock p.m. And when you get this economic calendar, you can click on this. You can play Ding Dong Bitch with this bell. And then you can get an alert by email as to when this is going to happen. So this is going to happen at 10 o'clock tonight. So tomorrow morning we are already going to see the effect on the VIX before the open, and QQQ and E-mini and everything. So this is going to be interesting. So the forecast is that they will raise the rates. So it's already forecasted. It's already forecasted 0.75. The current rate is at 0.5. So if it increases by 0.25, is it already priced in? Maybe. But even if it's priced in, it's going to be announced and this is going to be it. So maybe, so the fact that this uncertainty goes away, it might help the markets, even though what could happen was already forecasted. So the Bank of Japan, look at this. Yeah, they have been increasing the rates. You see, the rates were almost at zero, and this is what people are talking about. So the rates were at zero, so you can buy Japanese bonds and for free almost. You can borrow money for free. It's not the bonds, it's borrowing money for free, and then you could put this money into US bonds and just earn interest. So if I could borrow money for free, I would be a billionaire, because I would borrow $50 billion and I would put them in a bond at 3%, and I would live off an island, so cheap yen. So this is what people are talking about. So okay, well, they could borrow yen at a very low interest rate here. If we go to the 10-year, look at this. When was that? Okay, so starting, wow, since 2000 almost, the yen were very cheap to borrow, but now it has stopped. March of 2024, it stopped being that low, and they started to increase the interest rates, 0.1%, 0.25%. Now it's 0.5, expected 0.75. And let's take a look for fun. Let's take a look at March 2024. So March 2024, this is when we heard March 19, 2024. March 19, 2024. Let's take a look at SPX. March 19th. Well, look at this. Not exactly there. March 19th. Oh, no, sorry. This is 2025. March 19. Oh, is that it? April, March. Well, okay. Well, let me just make it bigger. March 19th is right here. March 19th, Tuesday. So it went up Tuesday, went up Wednesday, stopped there March 21st, and then it came down afterwards. So there's not a direct correlation. Is there going to be one this time? I don't know, and nobody knows. Nobody knows. So yeah. So this is happening tonight. We can take a look at it tomorrow morning. So, okay, let's take a look at the gold and silver. We had a nice conversation right here during the live yesterday about gold and silver. Okay, so this is gold. Gold, we are watching 33.30. No, cannot break it. Super close, cannot break it. So once this is going to be a break, this is going to be a buy. And silver, what is silver doing? So silver, a little bit of a move down. We had a break yesterday, a buy signal yesterday. Basically, this is that. Boom. So now we are pausing a little bit above. So whoops, nothing wrong here. We are still above. Still into the bullish channel, so this is just noise. We don't need to think about it. Bitcoin, what's happening with Bitcoin? Okay, well, Bitcoin weakening. We can see it weaken. We have no momentum yet. We are making lower high, lower low. We close lower, $700 lower. So we are still barely on the support. So maybe the cryptos are just going to go for another dump, a longer dump. This is the support right here. And you see it. right smack on it. We stopped right smack on it. Here, it was the lows that were right smack on it. Boom, boom, boom. Right smack on it. Cannot make this up. The candle, the body, right smack on it. And by the way, the volume is increasing. So maybe 80,000 is next. I cannot see it for now because we are still on support. So if it's on support, it should bounce. It should theoretically bounce. This is the wick that we had below. This is the wick below support, and we closed right here. So this is what this means. You know, this is the wick right here. This is the wick that we see at the bottom. So went down, came back up, and now it's closing. I'm sorry, but it's just a little bit below here. Just a little bit below. Here, this one was right on support. We are just a tiny bit below. So we'll see tomorrow. We are still on support, so technically it can still do this and then start going again. So we cannot conclude anything yet. Let's take a look at Ethereum. Ethereum, well, you know, it's on its way down. 2734. This is the number we need to watch. Sorry, 2734. So, you know, where is that Christmas rally? Well, don't see it. Don't see it yet. You know, SPX still has momentum, so maybe it's gonna come back. But maybe people were waiting for this big Bank of Japan. We'll see. So thank you very much, people. Thank you for attending this live and commenting a little bit. Yeah. So thank you very much. I'm gonna wish you a great evening. We are going to. This is a big day. This was a big day. I'm tired. We are going to talk tomorrow, as always. Tomorrow is the end of the week, so let's see what that has in store for us. So I'm going to wish you a great evening. We are going to talk tomorrow. I'm going to tell you à la prochaine si Dieu le veut.